Typically I work with a partner, but I think today he's just filling his mouth with pudding. I assume that's what he does when he's not working. But I feel like a city that's broken, you don't get the luxury of a day off. There's a lot of things to be fixed.
3, 2, 1.
I was on patrol when I got a call from dispatch about a lady whose water heater wasn't working. She put her through. Said, "Sir, my hot water heater's not I was like, "Ma'am, just to stop you there's no such thing as a hot water heater. I think I've said this many times. Water's either hot or it's not. If it's already hot, you don't need a water heater." Said, "Okay, swizzle dick, whatever the hell you call it, it's not working and I need a new one." I said, "Okay, fair enough, but let me go ahead and see if I can fix it first before you start tossing more shit into a landfill. I'm sick of this mansplaining bullshit. I know when my water heater needs replaced. If I was a man, I'm sure you wouldn't question whether or not I knew I needed a new water heater, you disgusting pig. Whoa, sugar nips, won't you turn the vulva volume down? I have a bit of problem with this man-hating stuff. If you think men are so worthless, won't you go ahead and call the all-lady handyman department and see how quickly you get your water heater replaced?" I'm just kidding, none of this conversation actually ever happened. I'm just trolling those people who like to sow division on the internet. Personally, I feel an appreciation for all our unique gifts builds the best society. The truth is that this is for my sister-in-law, who's a very nice lady, and the conversation actually went like this. She called me up and she said, "I don't understand how you guys are brothers, 'cause you seem to have the body of a Spartan, the heart of a poet, and the mind of a robot. Your brother's just kind of your brother. I know you settled on a husband, but you don't have to settle on a water heater." Whenever I buy a new water heater, I like to put the drip pan on top of it like a little party hat, because it's his birthday and it's finally found a home. I wanted to help her out, but I do my best to help out my two brothers. They are an example of the cruelty of nature. Like you could give a stack of wood to 3 different carpenters, and one might make a beautiful grand piano. The other at best might make a stack of shims. It's sad that the 3 of us were gifted the same genetic code at birth, and they have to look at me with my eyes dark and mysterious like the Caspian Sea, my cheekbones and jawline chiseled like the Rock of Gibraltar. My youngest brother started out alright, but as he grew, his head kind of elongated like some sort of hot dog, and though he had the same eyes as me, they kind of drifted apart like wayward lovers. And my older brother, oddly enough, has a head that seems to not define one shape, but just an ever-flowing homunculus mass, and both of them have this odd condition where their teeth never stop growing. That's why you'll often find them chewing on woodwork or the wiring from an old automobile. It's the only way to stop the growing of their teeth. In a more humane time, they would have been taken out by the woodshed and dealt with. And sadly for my parents, they didn't have the resources to deal with such a problem. So they spent most of their life under the stairs, chewing on whatever carcasses they found by the railroad tracks. But I'm proud of both of them for having made themselves into something, despite being so cruelly rewarded by nature. Anyway, when working with gas, checking for leaks is a step you can never skip. In fact, I like to do it 2 or 3 times, just so I can sleep okay at night. I packed up my stuff and headed out. And my sister-in-law said, "For your help, I want to give you a special gift." It was a vintage Mr. T head. This is a gift I will cherish forever and ever. Though I will argue it doesn't look a great deal like Mr. T. It looks more like Michael Jai White.
Not your week, Johnny.
But I will still cherish it always. She even paid me money, which from her I wouldn't have usually accepted. But I knew it'd annoy my brother very much to know some of their money went into my pocket. And I also informed him that his wife paid me in the best head I've ever received.